Oh, hi Nancy. I'm working on a cover, bathing suit cover, and I am using the Drunken Granny stitch. My first go at this, and I really like this because it's repetitive. My friend wanted me to do a leaf pattern stitch cover for her, and I looked it up and I searched, tried to find a good video for it. The one that I did find, it was poor quality, so I really couldn't follow it. And then I came across this one, and I liked it, so that's what I've been working on. And since um, the leaf stitch is really nice, but I already know it's a lot more steps than this one. And this one is same repeat over and over and over again until you get to the length that you want. So I'm going to work on this and see how long I can get it. But this is, let me show you. This is what it looks like. And I'm using one of the cakes that change colors so I can really appreciate it. But I also started on in a yellow, this yellow that I have. This is from one of my, what do you call it? When they have the mystery bags, but it's a pale yellow. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's a pale yellow. Let me see if I can turn that light down so it can give a better color. Let's see. I don't know if that's better. Nah, can't tell, but it's a pale yellow color. And I'm doing it in, of course, I got to throw some aqua in there for my Miami Dolphins. Let me see. Then I have this bright orange, which doesn't even look like orange to me. I guess it's orange. It looks more orange on screen than it does in person. This is the Big Twist yarn, and their orange is not, their orange is more like a papaya orange. And then my last one will be in this cream color. What is this? Yep, whipped cream, the cotton blend. So I'm working on that one. So I go between all of these to see which one I'll get finished first. Which one will capture my attention the most? But that is what I am working on. Are you working on anything? Hello. Uh, hello, I bring it. Kelly, how are you today? Are you working on anything? Put these all down. Yeah, it looks like it'll work up quick also, but um, I'm not the fastest crocheter in town because I'm always going from one thing to the other, and plus I work a lot. So in between work, I'm doing it. Oh, you working on a poncho and you need a good stitch for twins baby blanket. Oh, wow. I always use my one go-to stitch. It actually has a name, which I don't know what it's called, but mine is just a simple, but I use 2 skeins of yarn, makes it, but it's a single crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet. That's all but I don't make baby blankets that often. But if I did, that would be my go-to stitch. I I forgot what it's called. Somebody said the name of it, but when I did it, I don't recall it having a name. But I'm trying to think, is that the moss stitch or what's the other stitch? I can't think. Hmm. Oh, you're working on a blanket. The stitch I'm doing is the drunken granny stitch. Oh, you want to do a ripple or a corner to corner? Yeah, ripples. Oh, I think I've tried ripples of several times, and then I just um, because a ripple stitch, if you miss one, you're done. You gotta start at least. Hopefully, you'll catch it before you mess up and before you finish an entire row, and then you figure out, oh shoot, I missed a stitch. But this is the drunken granny stitch. I like it. I have some other cupcakes up there. Yeah, this one is different from that one. I thought it was the same, but it looks different. Yeah, I think it's different. I'm not sure. Well, and these cakes are pretty big, so I'm going to see how far it gets me. I want to make it long, but if I don't have another cake with the same color, then however long it gets. But when I saw it on YouTube, the lady that did her dress, she did it in yellow. It's so pretty. I haven't even watched the entire video. Um, I just wanted to get started and get it to a length, and then I'll watch to see how she does the top of it. I only can do one step at a time. I hope the top isn't too complicated since I've already started it. I tend to watch little bit of a video, and then I say, okay, let me go ahead and do that part, and then I'll start watching more. It's like, what? What did they just do? That's my bad. And then I end up probably frogging whatever I was doing. So let me see. I'm a veteran. I wanted to take the whole day off, but my supervisor said, oh, only one person could be off. So he gave me half a day off. And I looked at my phone when my little 4 hours were over, and I had a email from Etsy. I had my very first sale on Etsy. Yay for me. I was shocked. I had to read it 3 times. I was like, what? Somebody bought something? But I was very, very happy. I immediately packaged it up and went over to the post office and dropped it off. She someone from Texas, she ordered a pair of my booties. So I was really happy about that. That made my Veterans Day even better. And if any of you are vets or have vets in the family, happy belated Veterans Day, or I guess you say, I don't, it's not really happy because, it's based on um, us that served. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. I'm thinking Memorial Day. Yeah. Yes. For all of us that have served and those that are still serving. Did my time a whole nother lifetime ago. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Could always do a simple bodice if too difficult. How long are you crocheting? What do you mean, how long am I crocheting? How long am I going to crochet this, or how long have I been crocheting? It looks the leaf stitch pattern that my friend showed me. It looked really, really nice as a long dress. But I guess if you're just hanging around poolside or hanging around at the beach and not really having to take it on and off, but to me, it looks a bit cumbersome if it's something that you want to take on and off. But if you're just walking around being cute, yeah, it's pretty. These will be great because as I am in South Florida and people are still going to the beach. Oh, I've been crocheting forever, and because of YouTube, it it made my skills so much better. But I started crocheting when I was like 18 years old, so we're gonna say almost 42 years I've been crocheting, and that right? Yep, that's right. But I pretty much when I learned to crochet, I was with I used to do home visits as a nursing assistant before I went into the army. And one of the ladies that I did a visit with, she was crocheting, and I'd never seen anyone crochet before. And I was fascinated. So for about, I'm going to guess maybe about a week, um, I would see her and then I would backtrack to her or leave her for my last so I could get a few lessons from her. And that's how I started. So I pretty much could only do what blankets, back and forth. Nothing fancy, but once I went on to YouTube, I was like, wow, look at all this stuff I can do with crochet. Because all I ever saw was blankets, and sometimes you'd see someone with a top or um, maybe slippers, definitely hats. But now I see these young ladies, they blow me away. I think Bag a Day Crochet, I think that was the very first crochet channel that I think that was the very first one that I was on, and I made one of her tops, and I think that was probably one of the first times that I'd made a top that wasn't a basic, double crochet. So I was proud of myself considering how long I've been crocheting, you'd think I'd know all that stuff. But when you, I'm a very good visual learner, but at least I know how to read patterns because um, that got me to doing some things. One of my coworkers, she and I used to go on Lion Brand's channel, Lion Brand's website, and print off their patterns in crochet. We're always looking for Joann's coupons. Those were the good old days. So I did a lot of my crocheting from patterns. And one of the things that I always never understood was front post and back post crochet. And once I started watching YouTube, what's her name? The Glamma, I think that's her channel. She was the one that I learned how to do the front post and back post crochet. So yeah, I think she doesn't, I don't even think she does anything with crochet anymore, but I enjoyed her channel. But as we know, um, Crystal, I think anyone that knows anything about crochet on YouTube, everybody knows who Crystal is. But that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But I crochet every day. It's rare that I don't crochet. Um, I try to keep my mind going, trying new things. I don't like doing, like, I'm not really interested in doing that leaf pattern. I think I did that pineapple pattern from Ano. And I made a skirt. Hers was long, but she used different yarn. The yarn that she used, each skein was $55 per skein. And they were, I think they may have been 500 yards a skein, but I can't remember. But I was like, whoa, that's a little too pricey for me right now. Oh yeah, Nancy, you've been crocheting that long too? Yeah. Hi Vivian. How are you tonight? Are you working on anything? Hi Lily. Lily's crochet, aka Lisa. Every time I see Lisa, I think of the group. Ah, oh, thank you, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, YouTube is a godsend, I tell you. I was very, very happy as I've done a lot of things. I learned a lot on YouTube that I probably wouldn't have learned from a pattern because you don't see, well, way back then, you didn't see a lot of the stuff that people crochet now. They didn't have patterns for them. Like you never saw bathing suits, bikinis, stuff like that. They didn't have any, at least I never saw any books way back when I was buying books, but we're talking the 70s, early 80s into the 90s when I used to crochet from written patterns. But I know she actually has a crochet book with stuff like that in it now, but I don't know if anybody else does. And trying to make a business out of crochet is very hard to do because, there's so many people that do it, and there's so many people that do it and they gift it to other people. So, but it's something to do. It's getting me ready for retirement. God willing, I will get to retirement age and still have my health and strength and be able to crochet even more. Still working on the peppermint blanket. Okay. Oh, you taking care of your husband. Yeah, as long as you get it done. Take care of the hubby. I'm gonna looking through my book of 500 crochet stitches, trying to find something to do. I found a snowflake pattern. Doesn't look much like a snowflake to me, but I'm going to work on it and see what it looks like when I finish it. You know, and everybody crochets different, so I'll see how it works out. Maybe it'd be quick like this is. But I like this using the cake because I like the change of color. And it's like, ooh, when does the color change again? Can't wait for the color to change again. What's next color? Some kind of like greenish yellow color will be the next color when I get to it. So hopefully I'll get this finished, at least one of them, probably this one, by the end of the week, see what it looks like. See if I want to go any further with the other ones or find something different to do. I really want to try that leaf pattern. I wish the videos that I've watched were better quality because they start out loud and they go really low and the lighting is horrible. I need good lighting when I see a video, even though I know some of mine suck too, but it's the luck of the draw sometimes with the videos. And I'm still using my phone to do my videos, so I don't have a camera. I tried with them. Too much of a learning curve for this old lady. So I just leave it alone. When I have time to get one and really spend some time using it and learning it, maybe I'll do that. But not right now. My phone works just fine for my videos. Probably not for the people viewing them, but for me, it works fine. I know how to work my phone. So how is the weather where everybody lives? Of course, we just had another tropical storm that came through Florida. Had a lot of flooding. I was very, very lucky I didn't get flooded, but my street was flooded, but it didn't come into my house. But they had a lot of areas in Miami and the southern part of Florida. They had sewage in their homes because all that water, it has to go somewhere, and it had nowhere to go because it rained and it rained and it rained some more. So, and a lot of people that live out um, near the agricultural areas where there's farms and things, it was horrible. I can't even imagine how stinky it must be. The one lady that they interviewed, she was in a hotel because her house was flooded and had the raw sewage in it. So, so she says she hopes by January she'll be able to move back into her home. But that's got to be awful. So every time these storms go through, I just pray it doesn't become a hurricane because I don't want to deal with that again, having my roof ripped off. And I pray no flooding. Those are and they have another storm. I forgot the name of that storm because I think they're in the Greek. I guess they're still in the Greek. Yeah, because it was Ada, and I can't remember what the other one is. Let me see. Ooh, 43. Wow. Oh, yeah, the storms are scary, but I think the tornadoes are worse in because it's like they just come out of nowhere. They do a lot of destruction. So do hurricanes, but knock on wood, we haven't had any in a while. At least, yeah, I think this year we just, at least in South Florida, because the ones that went through Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico, those hit Alabama and Louisiana. They did a lot of destruction. So this is, I think you take your chances no matter where you live. There's something Mother Nature is going to bring your way. Either going to deal with some harsh cold, are you going to deal with the hurricanes or the tornadoes? California deals with earthquakes. So Mother Nature will take her course, do what she wants to do. Just hope that you're not hurt by it. I see a lot of the football games have been canceled due to bug. The big game, Alabama and Louisiana. Louisiana probably would have gotten beat to a pulp because they've been doing really bad. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with LSU. They got beat really bad by was it Mississippi? I don't know. One of those teams beat them really, really bad. I was like, wow. But my Hurricanes won today. They had me nervous. They were down to the very end. I didn't get to watch it because I had to do some work. If anybody follows J Hook and are interested in those the yarn clubs, the monthly subscription clubs, which I'm not. I was halfway listening to her today, but I was doing a continuing education course, so I didn't get to hear a lot of it. I heard some of it, but if you follow her, it was really a lot of information from what I gathered. I think she was having some issues with her videos too, but I don't do those subscriptions because when I used to do jewelry, I got caught up in doing those subscriptions, and I tell you, before you could finish one project, another subscription was coming in. And then I got to the point where I am not going to do all of these things. So I canceled that. So when I started seeing the yarn ones, I was like, nope, not going to get caught up in that. That's 20, 25, $30 I can keep in my pocket. And if I decide I want to go buy some yarn, I'll just go buy some yarn. But the one was it? Oh, I can't even remember the one. The box, something it comes in a box. Why can't I think of the name of it? But I see a lot of people that do that, but it's never been an interest of mine. And when I look at the yarn that they get, I don't like Hanks, first of all, and I'm not going to buy that gadget to get it into a cake. So what is that? I don't know why I can't think of that subscription box that I see a lot of. Knit Crate. That's it, Knit Crate. Um, but I see that the yarn looks thin, and then I heard her say that a lot of it is sock yarn or fingerling yarn. I can't even speak with these braces, but nah, it's like, nah, 3-weight yarn is small enough for me. I don't want anything smaller than that to work with, unless I'm making earrings from crochet thread. That I'll do. But if you're interested, I think she had covered a lot of information. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, Geldy says she skips it. Oh, what part of Florida do you live in? Yeah, I have too much yarn now. I definitely don't need anybody to add to it. I need to do as much as I can to get rid of what I have and stop buying more. That's the downside to any crafting, is we always feel we need some more. Oh, I don't have this and I don't have that. And then when I see people, and I'm bad too, but I don't buy as much as I used to. Like when I bought all of that what's the yarn? The puzzle yarn. And it's because I want to make some cardigans. But I really didn't need to buy every color they had. But I did. So now I have to get to work on those cardigans. And am I working on a cardigan right now? No, I am not. That's why you shouldn't buy yarn, because there's always something else to do. Hey, Lori. You said you've been live surfing all day. Ah, yeah, the only one I caught was J Hook. I caught a little bit of hers, but I didn't watch anybody else. Because I really needed to get to work after I finished that 4-hour continuing education class. So I said, let me get some of my work caught up. The job I have, I feel like I'm never caught up. It never, never, never ends. That's why I sit and ponder, how can I retire early? Haven't figured it out yet. Haven't won the lottery, so guess I'll keep working. If you won the lottery, what would you do with all of that money? Anybody, tell me, what would you do? Because I've always had thoughts of what I would do. Am I at the end? Looks like it. Yep. This is. Oh, you were in West Palm Beach, Lisa. Okay. You bought sweater quantities of every color of puzzle yarn. Was the box the size of a minivan? uh, Kelly said she donate to charities. If I won the lottery, first thing I would do is definitely get a good money manager, because What I would like to do is help out some of these homeless people. I think I did something wrong. Did I do something wrong? I think I did something wrong. No, I didn't. And I think I did. Let me see. I'd like to take some of these abandoned buildings and refurbish them. I think I did something wrong because it looks wrong to me. Okay, I see it. But I'd like to try to help those that are down and out. That's what I'd like to do with, because I feel you can only do so much when you have that kind of money. Yeah, I think I did something wrong because it looks wrong. And of course, pay off all my bills. Take care of me first and then start taking care of those in need. That's what I'd like to do. So I see, I mean, everybody that's homeless, that's not what they chose to be. You know, some people make bad choices. We all make mistakes. And some of us just can't recover from those bad decisions that we've made. That would be my thing to do. I see what I did wrong. I didn't turn it. Oh my goodness. Is that what Lori said she'd buy land so she could have some sheep and alpaca and people could reserve a time to come shear, wash, comb, card, spin, and dye their own yarn. Wow. Vivian, pay off all my bills, start savings for the grandkids, get a home that is wheelchair accessible for my husband. Oh, that'd be good. Let me see. I would definitely pay bills and start foundation first. But for me, my fun thing would be the farm. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do something. I can't really travel. I didn't understand that. Because I didn't say anything to you. My phone drives me crazy with that now. But I can't travel like I used to because I had my girlfriend and I, we went to South Africa back in 2008. November, so it was October of 2008. And I ended up with a blood clot in my leg that traveled to my lungs. So, and even since then, I've had another blood clot in my other leg. So I will not be doing any real traveling like that. That's why I'm really disappointed that this pandemic has come about, because I won't even be able to cruise anymore like I used to. So I'm kind of stuck in the world. So I could probably still travel, but I just be a little freaked out now. I wouldn't want to take a long plane ride. So there's a lot of places that I really wanted to see that I won't get to see, because I'm definitely not going to put my life at risk just to see some other country. But I'm grateful I did at least get to go to South Africa, so I can say I've been to the motherland. But definitely that's something I would love to be able to do, is to travel more. But and I would definitely have me a little boutique for crafting, and I'd probably be in there crocheting every day. That would be my get out of the house. Because when you retire, you definitely have to have some other plan. 'Cause you just can't stay in the house all day long. You got to do something else. Even though I've been in the house for, I work from home, so it's not like um, I get out of the house much anyway. But that would be my plan. It would be such a blessing to be able to not have to worry about bills and such, to be able to just enjoy life and not worry about stress. And I definitely wouldn't want a bigger house because that's just more stuff to have to worry about. So, do you ride horses, Lori? Uh, Kelly said she thought she would like a farm too, but she changed her mind. Yeah, I'm not a farm girl. I'm a city girl. I can stay in the house, no problem. Didn't like the out much before the pandemic. I really hate it now. Ah, Laura, you are a mess. Ah, yeah, I don't mind. I am my own entertainment. I do not. All my friends like, oh my, this being in the house, this is driving me crazy. I'm like, this is my heaven. I don't have to socialize. I don't have to go out and bump into people. None of that stuff. If I go to the store, I go with a purpose. And I've always been that way. I've never been someone that liked to go to the mall and just stroll around and look and stuff. I always go with a purpose. When I was young, yeah, that's what teenagers do, walk around and window shop and stuff like that. Not now. I mean, I haven't finished I haven't done a red scarf. I don't even know how many I actually finished. I did one on my no, I think I did more than one. Well, this one for sure. I did it on my Central. I like it, but the problem is it's too small for the charity because they have to be at least 60 or 70 inches long, and this isn't that long. This isn't even long enough for me. This is good for a child. So I'll just put that for a child. I don't think I even have only have this one. Yep. I don't see any more red yarn around here either. And I refuse to go out and buy more yarn. Oh, I could probably, no, it doesn't have enough red in it. One of my puzzle yarns, but it's more blue than red. So that doesn't work. Oh, okay, you used to ride them as a kid, and your neighbors had horses. Their kids grew up and went to college, so you helped them take care of the horses and ride them. Oh, I've only been on a horse once. I was a teenager, and some neighbors of mine, they had a horse, and I got on the horse with one of the girls. I was like, nope. That's definitely something you have to get used to doing. And they're huge animals. That's the only time that I've ever been on a horse. We have the was it Gulfstream Park in Hallandale? That's where the horses race at. And if you go right when they're bringing them out, you get to see all the horses as they bring them out. But now they did like $1 million renovation, so it's nothing like it used to be. It used to be this little old rinky-dink rundown place. They used to do free concerts on Sundays. It was Family Day, so I got to see. Um, you paid, I think you paid $2 for parking, but you would get a race ticket with the parking, something, or $5 for parking, and you got a $2 ticket. I forgot how it was. It was so long ago. My daughter was younger, and she's a grown woman now. But it was fun because I got to see John Cicada and Chuck Mangione. They had Dora there. I was more excited about Dora than my daughter was, but that was a fun time. So I would try to get down there on Sundays, just to get out of the house and take my child so she can get out of the house and not drive me crazy. Let her burn some energy off somewhere else. But now it's $1 million. They have this huge statue of Pegasus when you enter into it. And they have lots and lots of restaurants you can eat. And of course, the casinos. But I don't know how all that is now. I'm sure they have to cut down on how many people are in there. Oh, horses are very smart. Yeah, most animals are smarter than us humans because they go off of instinct. We sit and analyze and think about stuff, but they know when the weather is bad. Oh, one of the storms that we had, that they had to save those horses at the Gulfstream Park too, because we wanted to make sure they didn't drown, because that's some expensive animal. Some of those people recently, when they had the floods, lost some of their animals that drowned. Well, you can't play around with Mother Nature, that's for sure. And uh, I'm just grateful our end of town was spared from all of that. And I think we're going to start having some high tides too, king tides, they call them, because of I think the moon gets closer to the earth or something like that, and it makes the tides go up. Don't ask me. I'm not a weather person. Here we go. Where is it? Yeah, get rid of the garbage. Uh, put you up there now on how to get you down. That's crazy. Ah, that is sorry, Lori. I got you up there. I don't even know how to get you down. Mm, that's the other thing I want to spend some time on learning how to work all of these different platforms. I don't know if I told you all. I went on to TikTok. TikTok is so much fun to me. I've been having such a ball because it's so quick and I think it's the easiest platform I have ever gone on to. And I've been uploading these videos, and it's so much fun because they have music on there. I don't know if it's legal or not, but you can add your music to your little videos. It is so much fun. The horses watch for me to get off the bus. Oh my goodness, one day I was sick and didn't go to school. The neighbor said the horses stood there for an hour looking for me. Oh, that's so cute. They got very upset, so I had to go out there and calm them. Oh my goodness, that is nice. It's like most a lot of animals once they get used to um things and you change it. Okay, that's how you do it. And you change it, then they like, what happened? What happened? I used to have a cat, my cat Sassy, and I got her for my daughter, but my daughter went to camp. So for a whole week, I was the only one she was around. So of course she got attached to me, and she kept me up those first 3 weeks until one of my coworkers told me because I she had gone in the garage and she was out in the garage for hours. I was like, wow. She's like, just put some water out there for her and let her out into the garage when you go to sleep. So that's what I started doing. And then we had her for, let me see, did we have her for 12 years? It seems like no, it couldn't have been 12 years. May have been 12 years because my daughter was still in high school and we just put her down like 2 years ago. Yeah, it could have been 12 years. But she was I noticed that she wasn't eating her food. And I was like, what's going on with her? And then when I saw one time I saw like the food was all over the floor and I was like, what is going on? And then the last draw was when I let her into the house, her fur was dirty. And I was like, oh my goodness, something is wrong with her. So I told my daughter, I said, take her to the vet. I said, something is going on with her. And my daughter called me all upset and told me that she had a tumor in her mouth. I was like, oh, that's why she wasn't eating, and that's why her fur was dirty because she couldn't groom herself. So the vet told us that cats don't do well with mouth surgeries because they're natural groomers. So it would be better to put her down because she wouldn't do well. So we had to put her down, my little Sassy. And they gave us her ashes, and they did a footprint, a paw print for us. So I still have that. But after that, I was like, no more animals for me. It just broke my heart. Don't want to go through it. And every time I see somebody, was it Yarnspiration had the what do you call it? A video for the cat couch. And I saw that cat sitting there looked just like my Sassy. Just made me sad all over again. Pranced up there on that couch. I made her a cat bed, and she would hop over into the cat bed. I made a donut. The donut was had Miami Dolphins on it. And I don't know if she knocked it on the floor or if I knocked it on the floor and never picked it back up again. But the next thing I knew, she was on that donut. She would just lay up on that donut. It's like this. It was a crochet donut that I made, but I had Miami Dolphins on it. And I had it on the couch for a while until she took over. She was and everybody's like, oh, she's going to live a long time. I said, this cat's probably going to outlive me. But unfortunately, she didn't. And there's all kinds of feral cats in my backyard all the time. And every time I see one of them, that I was like, I want to scoop them up and take them to the vet and get them spayed or neutered or whatever, and get their shots and bring them home. But I was like, nope, just gonna let them stay out there with because they've been making babies, and now I can see the babies are getting bigger. But no, my heart can't take that heartbreak anymore. Yep, she claimed that donut as a throne. She sure did. She was fun. She was just laid around and pranced, slept. When I would work, she'd hop up on the couch and go into the corner and sleep there while I worked. That was another clue to me too, because she would just crawl over into that corner and sleep all day long. I was like, something's going on with her. So that was a sad, sad time. It was a week before Christmas when all that happened. So I had to let my little Sassy go. And the veterinarians are different kinds of people. They're a lot nicer doctors than human doctors. Human doctors have no patience for us humans. But vets, I'm sure there's probably some mean vets, but the veterinarian that I took her to, she was always a nice lady. I couldn't even tell you what her name is, but she was always nice. This yellow is going to be off. Let me see. Yep. It's so weird how all these strange people come out of nowhere. All right. Since all the crazies are coming out, I'm going to go and work on this some more. Now, hopefully by next time we meet again, I will have this all finished. But I'm liking it so far. It's nice. It probably looks small, but stretchy yarn. All right, ladies, thank you for joining me. I'm going to sign off and keep working on my drunken granny dress. See how it turns out. Have a good night, everybody.